So I think process and problem solving, one is just let's get it out of your head and like visually take a picture, whether that's on a whiteboard, whether that's on a sticky note. I love a good sticky note process, and just focus our time and our worry and our attention on those things that matter in our business so we can see progress faster and show up for the ones that we love and do the things that we want to do.
Amen. Amen. All right. So I want to take a couple twists and turns here. And I'm curious, when did you discover the power of Trello?
Oh, I was like, wait a minute, when was that? When we moved, we knew that we were going to downsize. And I had this beautiful 4,500 foot square house. And in that house, I had one room that was my classroom because we were homeschooling. And when we moved to 1,000 square feet, 6 people, 3 dogs, and a bird, and I didn't have all of that space. And so I had to go to a tool. Now, initially, the tool was Basecamp. That's what we first started using. And then from Basecamp, I fell in love with Trello. And after that, it was like game on. And interestingly enough, I think the filing system, the way that the digital filing system, again, it's a life experience. I use that system based on how we were homeschooling and how I needed to release myself of the imposter syndrome, of the unrealistic expectations. What happens if we get done at 1 o'clock? Are my kids getting everything that they need? I don't know all of the cool teacher tricks. What are my kids missing? All of those things go in and have gone into the systems that I use now with Trello.
Okay, so I didn't know this either. So like you leveraged Trello first, not at all in your business, but to help manage what, like the lessons, the timeline, the homework, the activities, like a Q&A log where it was like, here's a problem. I need to create a solution where I can just say, check the Trello board.
Yeah, absolutely. Times 4, because when you're homeschooling 4 kids, there are 4 different ages. Baby Jack was just on my lap, but yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible. All right. So from there, did it just explode and spider out where you saw the possibilities of integrating Trello in other areas?
No, we don't recognize that stuff. I just was like doing me. And that's why I tell people, like, with their unique voice, they can solve problems in a way that other people can't. And just because it comes easy to you doesn't mean that it comes easy to someone else. I don't think I'm all that in a bag of chips. But when someone says, I've tried Trello in the past, but you're the first one to explain it to me and I understand it now. I understand it through visual processing. I don't use the tool how the tool was intended to be used, really. Mm-hmm. So it was just something that was very user-friendly. It was something that was very simple. And I just started with one thing, and then it went from thing to thing. The original digital filing system was because I was managing a community and people were like, I feel overwhelmed. I don't feel organized. Google's not doing it for me anymore. I need help with my business organization. And I'm like, oh, we'll just do this. And y'all, they died. Like I remember my very first testimonial was Carol Jeffries. And she was like, you have saved me 5 hours a week. But I still did not see the writing on the wall with that little step. I'm like, okay, that's fantastic. Let's keep going. It wasn't until a year later or even longer that I even got mad and just threw the spaghetti up on the wall and said, let's see if this thing sticks. So
wow.